We're at the Women's March. What is a woman?
Everyone.
Everyone is a woman?
You know what?
Shut the f*** up.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Everyone is a woman. Do you agree everyone is a woman?
They should be.
What is a woman?
I don't know. I really don't know. I'm gay, man.
Your best definition.
I honestly don't know what to say.
So what exactly about me will you be protesting?
I think that you're a transphobic piece of...
What, that I believe there's only two genders?
Yes.
Oh, okay. How many genders are there?
I don't think that's a quantifiable number. I think gender is an open concept.
How about like 100? Is that too many?
I think I just said it's not quantifiable.
Every time you annoy us, we add 5.
Oh, okay. So unlimited amounts of gender. So you respect a kaleo gender, which is people who believe they're from outer space? Because that's a new gender that just came out.
Sure, that sounds awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
So gender and sex are not directly related at all?
Yeah, I don't think so, no.
Oh, okay. So gender is just a social construct?
100%.
So where on your body is gender then?
It's not it's not a biological concept.
But it's somewhere.
Your body is idiocy.
Well, I wouldn't say that would exist in my particular being. 'Cause gender and sex are directly related. You could try to ignore that all you want.
I mean, yeah, you can screw your transphobic...
Well, actually, people can be free to whatever they want to do, but if you don't have societal or biological standards, then you could divulge into chaos. You divulge into chaos. Hundreds of genders, 500. Well, because if people don't have any... So for example, do you think 3-year-olds should be able to choose whatever gender they are?
Yeah.
Really?
Absolutely.
So a 3-year-old should have equal... Born a biological male, and a parent says, oh yeah, you know, there's no difference between men and women. That's perfectly fine.
That's beautiful. I love that. That's awesome.
Do you think there's differences between men and women?
Between males and females?
Both. It's the same thing. Yes. No, they are the same. Gender and sex are directly related.
Well, we're not playing the same language game as you are, to use the Wittgensteinian term.
Oh, no, actually, everyone in science believes that. Yeah. People can identify whatever they'd like, but they're just wrong.
No, and I understand your argument there as well. I think sex and gender...
Because when you start to police my speech and go after children, it becomes my problem. You guys do. If you misgender someone in California, you could go to jail. Do you believe in that?
Yeah, that's sex discrimination.
You believe someone should be able to go to jail if they misgender somebody?
I don't think that bosses should be...
So calling a biological male... It's on the books as a law in California.
This generation of kids have been raised in a culture that constantly tells them that they are victims and not participants. And as a result, many of them have developed an allergy to responsibility, ladies and gentlemen. They don't want to own their choices, their actions, or even the consequences of their behavior. Can you imagine? Instead, they blame the system, they blame their upbringing, the government, and whoever that they can point the finger at, except themselves. Taking responsibility requires maturity, accountability, and the willingness to grow. But in a world where comfort is prioritized over character, those traits are becoming rare. Yes, and the danger is, if they never learn to take responsibility now, life will teach them the hard way later.
As generations go on, we become more accepting to things. And I think that even if you don't like somebody, it's not a good idea to normalize dead naming.
Yeah, so can you explain to our audience what is dead naming? You probably know it better than I do.
Is when somebody transitions and they choose a new name conforming to their gender. So if their name was Lisa before and they changed it to Jack, if you called them Lisa before that, or Lisa after they transitioned, that is dead naming.
What's wrong with that?
I think it's very wrong because I have a lot of trans friends, and if they were dead named, it would be, shattering to them because it's something that is so personal to them. What?
Shattering?
Yes. Yes. It's who they are now. People don't transition just for the hell of it, you know? It's a very personal thing to them. They don't do it to appeal to the other gender or whatnot.
Yeah, but let's think about it. Isn't it part of their biography? Can you really erase history and act as if that wasn't your name for a while? For example, it was another name than Rachel Levine.
Well, why do names matter so much? I mean, it's what you want to be called. It's just a title for you.
But it's part of your biography, right? It's a fact that a man who now thinks he's a woman had a family, got married, and then magically decided to no longer be a man. I was talking facts, so your problem would be with telling of a biography?
Well, I mean, it's not as deep as you think it is. It's just somebody, it's them now. And it's just being respectful.
Oh, okay, but it's being respectful by not being able to act as if they were something that they weren't. Isn't their whole identity in being no longer what they were? So it shouldn't shatter them. It should be empower them.
No.
So then why do they call themselves trans if it's not their whole identity?
Well, people don't go out saying, guess what? I'm trans.
Yeah, they do.
They just kind of exist. That's Twitter. That's Twitter. I can guarantee you.
And TikTok and most campuses and the trans groups and the trans flag and the trans parade and the trans music and the trans stuff. People say they're trans all the time. If the change is not part of their identity, then why do they call themselves trans?
Well, I mean, it's just a title. Everybody, like, our society is more, we want titles for just about everything.
I agree. So I don't accept the title, and I should have a right not to accept it.
Well, everybody has a right to be respected. They haven't done any wrong to you.
No, you don't have a right to be respected. You have a right to speak. You have to earn respect in a decent society.
Okay, I'm sorry. I want to fully understand what you mean, like...
Yeah, so for example, I don't respect the Unabomber.
Okay.
That's an extreme example.
Okay.
I don't respect people that perform abortions.
Okay.
I don't respect people that medically mutilate children.
Okay.
And I don't respect someone that is taking Lupron and says they're a man all of a sudden and demands I comply. That's not the way the world works. Respect must be earned.
I think respect is just a give, like, it's a base thing. It's not like I'm going to go into this room and say, I disrespect every single one of you because you don't believe what I believe, or you're not presenting how I want. I mean...
Well, okay, so what about my respect? Why was I kicked off Twitter? You said it's wrong, but you can all of a sudden see where your viewpoint quickly becomes, and we have to shut somebody up because you deserve respect.
I mean, honest to God, I'm not trying to, I'm kind of losing my thoughts a little bit, but I just want to put out there that I think it's just basic human respect. It's not that deep. People just, if they feel one way and they truly believe it, it's not just, oh shit, I feel like being a boy now. It's not just a on the whim decision. It's something that's held inside them.
Right. Well, hold on a second. But I just want to, I think you're being sincere in this regard, but why, so let's just take gender affirming care or whatever you might call it, right?
Yes.
So affirming someone's mental delusion where they think they're a man or a woman, why is that the appropriate line of treatment? For example, do we give liposuction to people that are anorexic?
Well, no, I mean, I think...
No, because we know better. We know it's going to harm them, and we love that person.
No,
so that's not medicine. That would be torture.
Yeah, and not everybody who decides to transition decides to change their genitalia or go through something completely irreversible, right?
That's true. Some do, though. Tens of thousands.
I have conflicted opinions on gender-affirming surgery because it's irreversible, and if it's a decision made too young of an age, then it's not right to do it on children.
No, that's fair. I appreciate the honesty.
Yeah.
I really mean that, and you should be encouraged. I wish more people were sane enough to say that. But let me kind of complete the point. A biography should not be eliminated because someone demands respect. For example, I can say that Muhammad Ali used to be called Cassius Clay. It's part of his life. And then he found Islam, and he decided to be called something else. And all of a sudden you get this rancor and this uproar that somehow I'm being hateful and no longer worthy of a Twitter platform because I said a fact that Levine had a name and a family and was a man and then claims he's a woman. If all of a sudden history and facts can be erased, we are dangerously approaching a 1984 dystopian world control scenario that I don't think any of us should entertain. Final thoughts?
Okay. To wrap it up, my point was basically just, I think it's better to normalize or not normalize, but not put out that it's okay to do these types of things. I think it's just general human respect. I think we just all need to become more accepting, and we don't really need to
Got it. And so my opinion is 180. We have clarity, not agreement. I'm not going to accept mental delusions with force.
My deepest hope is that these students may embark on a journey of discovery, uncovering the truth that is the power to transform lives. Yes, I long to see them break free from any falsehood that may be holding them back, and that they may embrace the reality that brings true meaning. I long for that for them. True meaning, purpose, and fulfillment. If they can come to understand and accept this truth, it could mark the beginning of a radical change for their lives. Yes, one that is filled with meaning and purpose. It's truly heartbreaking to see how these young individuals may be influenced by external pressures or societal trends rather than being allowed to develop their own values and beliefs, ladies and gentlemen. It's really heartbreaking. My heart truly goes out to them. It's so important for them to be able to step back, to reflect, and to find a sense of peace, free from external pressure or societal demands. Yes, because a lot of young people today, they are turning to mainstream media, and it's shaping not just what they think, but how they think. They are being fed curated narratives, emotionally charged headlines, and half truth disguised as absolute facts. Can you imagine? And the result is a generation that is being programmed rather than being educated. That's terrible. Because instead of questioning, they conform. Instead of researching, they are only focused on reposting, getting likes, getting shares. Can you imagine? Critical thinking is being replaced by trending hashtags, and because it's all wrapped in entertainment and work packaging, many don't even realize that they are being manipulated. They don't. And a lot of times, those who do evil are masters at flipping the narrative. Yes, they play the victim card with such conviction that they can deceive even those with the most discerning eyes. Yeah, because instead of taking responsibility for their actions, they twist the story to make themselves appear oppressed, misunderstood, or unfairly treated. Yeah, in a manipulative tactic meant to gain sympathy, deflect accountability, and shift the focus away from their wrongdoing. They cry foul while inflicting harm, and in doing so, they confuse the public and muddy the waters of justice. Yes, and this is how evil hides in plain sight. This is how it happens, folks. Not with horns and fire, but with tears and false claims of innocence. How terrible. It's high time that we turn to God as a nation. It's high time we are tired of doing things our own way, chasing power and pleasure. Yeah, we have pushed God out of our schools, out of our courts, out of our culture, and even our minds. And now we wonder why the foundation is crumbling beneath us. Enough is enough. If we want healing, if we want direction, if we want true justice and lasting peace, ladies and gentlemen, then we must return to the one who formed us. Yes, not with empty words or national slogans, but with repentance. True repentance, humility, and hearts that seeks His face. Yeah, because without God, this nation has no future.